welcome back to Marta from Sparta, and today's episode we will be recording in my garden. Why? Because we're gonna go back to my video from 1 year and we will create some super fun set which I saw on Free People. I'm gonna attach it over here, and it cost a lot of money, and I'm gonna show you how to create it for $25. So stay tuned. I'm gonna link the video from last year in description below. I'm not gonna go through all these details all over again, just because we did it last year, and I don't know, Free People decided to do something similar this year. So I'm gonna show you very quickly, very briefly, how did I do it. And if you wanna deep in this technique in details, you can watch my video from last year. When I got an email with Free People with their new designs for September, and I saw this marigold set, I immediately thought like, oh my goodness, that's how I started a YouTube channel. That's the first video which I actually posted. That's the first video which I thought it's worthy to start my channel and finally jump into YouTube community. So it's very close to my heart. So even though I already did something similar last year, I thought it will be very nice for me to create something similar again. And it was about the same time of the year when actually I posted my first marigold video and how to stamp your clothing. And almost exactly a year after, I got this email with new collection for Free People with the same idea. And there is a bunch of YouTube videos and creators already which specialize in this type of printing. It's called eco printing. But I thought I'm gonna jump on this train, and that was the first video I made. So I'm being very sentimental about that. So obviously what you're gonna need, you're gonna need the workout set in color white or off-white, as kind of similar to what you see on reference photo. And they have a hood, and I got mine on Amazon for $25 without the hood. And they have exactly same set with a hoodie if you rather to have a hoodie. I'm not a hood person. That's why I decided to get a set with a chronic in it. So you can get exactly same set with a hood instead if you rather to have this one. So I will link this set in description below if you want to get the same one. There is other options, a little bit more expensive, less expensive. They are ones, I got the one which is a little bit warmer. They are thinner ones, whatever you want, but it has to be in color light. So obviously on top of the easiest part of the project, which is buying the set on Amazon, you're gonna need the fresh flowers. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, or if you want to go back and watch the video from last year, which I explain everything in details, you need fresh flowers, and only some of the fresh flowers creates enough pigment for you to transfer the pigment with a hammer and stain your fabric. One of the best and cheapest ones are marigolds. If you don't grow your marigolds, you can also go to Home Depot and buy like one pot of marigolds, which are like $3. Or you can go to grocery store and buy cosmos. Cosmos are also amazing for this type of project. I grow off tons of marigolds because we live in the woods, and they protect my garden from predators. They don't like the smell of them, and they just don't go eat my vegetables. So I love mixing colors, and I'm gonna get few of those which are a little bit darker orange like this, or some of those which are lighter like those. And you can also stamp a whole flower, like the inspiration image. Because my marigolds are huge, I'm gonna actually use only petals in order to create the same feel. So you need to pre-wash your fabric, and then you're gonna need to place the board in between the layers of your fabric. The next thing is basically you place the petals or the whole flower if you want to. I'm gonna do like a tiny petals, and place the paper towel over it, and you basically Leo, get out, bang it like that, and that's it. And you're getting your fabric stained like that. I will wait a few minutes, and then I'm gonna peel off the leftover petal over here, and you just keep going in the pattern you want. After I'm done with I don't want my puppy to step on my white pants. After you're done with the stamping that, you can also use the green parts of it and, you know, put whatever you want. So design is entirely up to you. It's very simple. So you're gonna be a lot of loud noises. My puppy is so curious. You're gonna design it, you stamp it. You're not allowed to wash this fabric for at least 48 hours. And before the first wash, I would recommend it soaking in vinegar, heat set it first, which means iron it with a hot iron, and then soak it with the vinegar for 20 minutes. The reason why I like the paper towels so much is because the moment when I'm seeing ink showing on my paper towel, that's the moment when I am sure that I hit the spot long enough to transfer the ink on the fabric which I am working on. If I am seeing the outline of the whole design on my paper towels, then I just done with this spot, and I am sure that I did good enough job to transfer the ink to pigment, I'm sorry, to the fabric I'm working on. Last year we created awesome Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. Check my video with a detailed instruction. And as a matter of fact, the reason why I'm doing this again, and I was so surprised that 3 people actually showing this type of technique of staining and patterns on the fabric. I wanted to do it again because that was the first ever video I posted on YouTube. I'm okay with how much I have on my shorts. I don't want to go any further and keep it too busy. I'm gonna do the back of the shirts, and then I'm gonna start designing my sweatshirt. But basically that's how it looks, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna heat set it. And I don't want to wash it until I'm gonna wear it first time, and there is need to wash it. And as I mentioned before you wash it first time, you need to soak it in the vinegar to actually let the pigment dig a little bit deeper into your fabric. And there is many different methods with other people recommend, so visit YouTube University. There is a lot of people who specialize in eco printing. I thought that setting that with heat and then soaking in vinegar is the easiest and most accessible method for the person who's gonna do it maybe only once in their lives, instead of investing a lot of money in a lot of products which you're never gonna use again. So that's the front again, and I'm gonna work on the back, and I'm gonna start my sweatshirt, and my Free People set will be ready in less than an hour. Last year my husband and I, we had super fun doing this project. My husband actually created super fun designs on his t-shirts. I wouldn't even come up with this idea. He did amazing work with his eco stamping. We created a lot of gifts for Christmas. We did table clothing and table runners and fun pouches. So check my eco stamping video. You will see how many fun ideas you can actually do, and how many fun things and custom things you can create right now during the summer when you have access to these flowers and you can buy those flowers and actually prepare yourself for Christmas and give it to your family and friends. And we gifted a lot of our eco stamping products to our family and friends, and one of those we gave my mom-in-law the beautiful runner we made, and a cosmetic pouch. We created so many stuff, and it's very fun summer or like nice weather project, because we also going closer to September, and we had so much fun and we got so creative, and we were outside, we were laughing. It's a really amazing fun activity, even to do it with your children. Just, you know, you have to watch them using hammer because they can actually hurt their fingers, but with some supervision of parents, your kids could create some super fun stuff. So I think it's worth to try it. And I'm gonna go back to my sweatshirt, and I'm gonna spend another 45 minutes of creating my sweatshirt, and then I'm gonna try everything on and show you final results. Leah. If you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.